All right, we're back. Basically Monday podcast, episode 56. I'm just gonna call this a new season since I don't think we've recorded in a little while, but also it actually is summer over here in the northern hemisphere, US of A, summer solstice just last week. So I'm here with my solstice buddies, Johnny G, John Gray, and Super Bob Valero. How you
Solstice
guys doing
buddies.
this fine Monday afternoon or a night? It's actually light out now. It's like light until 9:30. I really do not enjoy that. I don't know if
Yeah.
I've talked about that in the past, but that's that's where we're at right now in the year of 2024. And I kind of like mentioned it to both of you, or the co-hosts here, but for this summer season, and I'm pretty sure we've done this pretty much in the past as well. Um, we're not going to have any kind of set schedule. We're not going to do like weekly or bi-weekly. It'll pretty much just be whenever the three of us have the opportunity to get together and record some stuff. Then you can expect to see that. But until probably something like I don't know, September, October, that's when you can expect to see us uploading bi-weekly or weekly again. But until then, we're kind of like on that summer chill mode, and we hope that you are too. So yeah, uh, how you guys been doing? How you been, John? I don't know if it actually turns into summer up there. You have to let us know.
Yeah, it's summer. And I'm okay. I'm a little sick, but I'll be all right. Mindless.
You get sick.
I
I thought we
mean,
were just talking about this.
yeah, I mean, I don't get sick where I'm just like gonna take days and not do anything. I guess that's more what I meant.
So is this the first time you've been sick in like a long time?
Probably not. I mean, I guess it depends on what you mean by a long time. I think I get sick like this once a year, but um, it's more just an annoyance than it is like a hindrance. So I just decide that I'm not gonna sit down and let it take over. So it was annoying, but I'm just trying to drink, do the normal sick people things, take vitamins and drink. Uh, what is this in front of me? I just have like this hot cup of water with some honey in it.
Ooh,
So
some
Ooh,
honey water.
yeah, so that's
where's
pretty
the
good.
lemon though?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
lemon.
I actually
That's what it
actually
needs.
don't like how that tastes.
It
Honey
doesn't matter.
lemon.
You're sick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd almost rather be sick a little longer if I don't have to deal with that.
Really? When
Yeah.
I was younger and I was like really ill, like the worse the medicine tasted, that's I was like, okay, this is gonna work.
Like
Like
that's
this
how you
stuff,
know it's
yeah,
gonna
this stuff is
work.
not for enjoyment. Like you only take this when like you really need like help.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't been like debilitatingly sick though, and at least not that I can remember in a while. So maybe that's why I'm just not
I
that
don't know.
worried about it.
I might be wrong, but I tend to feel like it's harder for me to get sick in the summer. Like it doesn't
Yeah.
Uh,
happen very
well,
often.
well, part of it too is that I have a kid now, so I think
Mm.
I think I picked it up from her. Like she's getting to the point where she's doing activities with other kids. Like I took her to story time, and after story time, they did
Yeah.
like arts and
Yeah.
crafts in the library. So they're all passing shit around, and yeah.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sure that's where I got it from.
Yeah, that's definitely where you got it from.
Because
As
she
soon as we
because she
started
was sick
taking Raina to
first,
daycare, she's been sick ever since.
just perma sick.
Yeah, yep. Like legitimately, I'm just like,
You know.
yeah, I'm just
And
like, at
and
what point
Mila
is she
is
gonna be fine?
yeah, and Mila is sick too, and she got sick first. So yeah, it all
But she's
starts
doing
with
okay.
yeah. She's still
Okay.
fine.
Yeah, my immune
So
system
strong.
after beating that constant sickness of hers, like, I think it's actually, like, I think it's strongest now than it's ever been in my whole life. Like, when I get sick, it only lasts like a few days. It doesn't last 2 weeks anymore, which is crazy. Like that's never happened before. And like I don't get fevers or and like I don't really get a runny nose like nearly as much as I used to like at all. Like and that literally only started happening after we took her to daycare. And I've been sick like multiple times in the last year, so I know I've got like a pretty good like measurement of what it's normally like when I'm sick. But yeah, now that she's been like perma sick and like I had to go through that for like a little bit, like yeah, I think it's actually like my immune system's like ready to go. It's armed to the T.
Dang, good for you guys.
Yeah, I made it.
Must be nice.
It was
Maybe
rough,
I
but
don't
I
know.
made it.
International travel. I feel like that gives me some good blockades, some good uh
Yeah,
information from the immune system to draw on later. But I doubt any of that stuff would come. Anyways, whatever.
a
Um,
training regimen for your immune system.
yeah, it's really something. So yeah, good to hear, John. Sorry that you're sick, but good to hear
Thank you.
that you that you guys are still out there learning, growing, jiving, jumping, whatever the hell else you guys are
Fucking
doing up
and
there.
jiving.
Did so do you guys like all go together, or do you guys like kind of like does Danielle take her to some things and like you are taking her to other things, or does it just kind of depend on the day?
Yeah, it depends on what, like, if we have meetings or anything during the day. So most of the time, my schedule's more flexible than hers because her job is somewhat based around talking to people. So,
Hmm.
and she's managing other people. So that's, I mean, she just has more meetings than I do. Whereas most of the stuff that I have to do, unless someone really, really needs to talk to me, like for story time, for example, like I've just blocked off that time on my calendar every week, and no one schedules anything, so I just go, and it's like down the street, so I'll be back in an hour, and just yeah, so I don't have to usually deal with it as much. But if she can clear her schedule, or she can like get something on her calendar and block it, and something else doesn't like come up that's super important, then yeah, we'll both go.
Nice.
Yeah. There's never any dads there though. I
Do
assume
you
that
get,
what?
sorry, I was gonna ask if you ever do the parents read as well, or is it just the librarian? Is that
Yeah,
the host?
it's someone from that they bring in, I think, but it's not just like them reading stories because like the kids range anywhere from I would say 1.5, 2 to probably 8. So they do like activities while they're doing it. So they'll like read a short book, then do an activity in between, then a book. Like those keep doing that for like 45 minutes.
I bet that room has so much carpet and it smells so warm and nostalgic. At least I hope so.
I didn't think that's what you were gonna say. I thought you were gonna say it smells so terrible.
You said the
Yeah.
Warm and
library, right?
nostalgic. How does it smell? I mean, I guess. Okay.
You said the
Huh.
library, right?
Hmm.
Yeah. Like you
Um,
never been to like the like children's like corner at a library? It's always like I don't know, it's always just like nice.
Yeah, yeah, I've never seen like a bad one.
it doesn't smell good, but I wouldn't say it smells bad.
It doesn't just like smell like books and like learning supplies. That smells
Learning
good to me.
supplies. Mmm, I love the smell of learning in the morning.
Yeah.
Mm,
Like the smell of everyone opening like all their shit on the first day of school. I'm like, ah, yeah, we're in it now.
Yeah, you're cracking that textbook open for the first time. You
Yeah.
can hear the binding cracking.
I don't know. Maybe I just don't pay enough attention to it. But maybe.
Actually, that's a question I have for both of you guys. When it comes to you guys entering an environment for the very first time, like which one of your senses is the most heightened? Like, what are you like most likely to notice first? Like some like the temperature, what it smells like, what things look like. so on and so forth, what music or not music they're playing. I'll ask
Yeah,
you first, Valero. What would you say?
probably like yeah, the sounds. Sounds would probably get my attention. The first thing, so like someone's talking in the background, or music's playing, or something's happening. Yeah.
Okay. And then what about you, John? I'm also going to ask you what do you think is the last thing you consider?
Man, that's tough. Yeah, probably sound if it's loud, but like these days I don't enter very many like obnoxiously loud places. So probably between temperature and smell. Because some kids'
Yeah.
places just don't smell that great.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would suck.
I think I always notice smell first, and the last thing I would say I notice is probably feel. Like I'm not like I don't really notice like, oh, this is a nice hardwood floor, and I'm not like, oh, this place is absolutely freezing or it is way too hot in here. Like usually I'm more so like more worried about I don't know how I can make myself comfortable without causing a problem. What do you guys think?
And you said your first one was smell?
Hmm.
I feel like smell might be like second or third. It's like higher up there for me. Like if something smells bad, like especially or just not right, yeah, that's gonna
No,
bother
not
me.
even
Like
that it has to smell bad. I'm just saying like the smell is like something that I'm like it gets locked into my memory. Like that's the first thing I could like recall of that place.
do you remember what like inside the hotels of Vegas smelled like on the
Yeah.
casino floors?
Hmm.
Like what did it smell like? You think you would be able to tell the difference between that and like I don't even know. Like
The
any other just
hotel
like
the
non-smelling room.
casino floor of Vegas smells like it kind of smells like people it smells like people going out in department store clothes mixed with fresh freshly vacuumed smoking section hotel rooms.
What? I can You must have a really good nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't smell like
Yeah, fresh vacuum is definitely a pretty distinct smell.
yeah, it is. But I couldn't smell any of that. Like in Vegas, I feel like the air conditioning and stuff is like so powerful that like I never smell anything.
No,
Like
I mean over there they have something going for every sense because that's how they like market to you. But yeah, there's definitely like a certain like aroma to the casino floor, and every place had a different one. Like at the what was the one? The ones that's about to close, the Mirage, the one that had like the volcano
yeah,
or
that one
whatever.
had more of a smell.
That one had like a very like it was clear they're trying to make it smell like spiced and like kind of like island-ish, like give you like a sense of like fire and like being in like on the islands and stuff like that.
Interesting. I thought that one smelled like more like bankruptcy.
Yeah, Musk.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, unvacuumed floors. Like the
Yeah,
smell of
that's
fresh
like
vacuum floors. That
that's
was
the spicy
unvacuumed.
aroma, like unvacuumed floors, like that's like
That was the spice.
yeah. You get what
Like
I'm
yeah.
saying? Am I like am I do I sound crazy right now?
No, I feel like it makes sense. Like I all the things you're explaining, like I've smelled that before, but in Vegas,
Well, yeah.
the reason
But yeah,
I
that's
said
just a
that example is because like their air filtration is like so good there. I'm just like I feel like it's like a neutral. of what an indoor place could smell like a Vegas, like a good, well kept up Vegas hotel.
That's like it's like actually wow. There's like it's like half my enjoyment of vacations is the new smells. Like
Interesting.
how the hospitality industry decides to make things smell is just very, I don't know. I just like it.
That is interesting. What I mean, do you think you could think of a neutral as far as like an indoor space and how it smells? Like the least smelly indoor place, whether it smells good or bad, it's just like air, but it's not outside.
Uh, most elevators, if you're alone.
Elevators?
If you're alone.
What? That's a neutral?
Hmm.
An elevator? Okay. I get that. Do elevators even have ventilation? I don't think they do. Yeah, no, you can't hook a vent up to an elevator. It's not even possible. That's crazy. Okay, what
Or
about you, John? Do you
or
have
like
any?
I'm,
sorry.
I'm pretty sure
You can go
elevators
ahead.
have vents.
I don't think so. They might have a vent to the elevator shaft itself, but you couldn't hook a duct up to an elevator.
I just think that I think they like have some kind of very strong neutralizer in elevators, like specifically to like make it so that you don't smell everybody else.
Interesting.
Hmm.
Yeah, do
Because
you
like
have
I
it?
don't know, I don't want to say I go out of my way to like try and like pick up a scent, but I will say I do kind of like like when I'm in elevator, I just like go out of my way. It's like, all right, let's I don't know, like just let's just see.
That's
But
hilarious.
there's usually nothing because they're pumping in some kind of like weird chemical.
That neutralizer chemical does nothing but activated coal or carbon.
Hmm.
That's funny. How did we get to talking about that? Oh, you were asking us about the senses and
Yeah,
which
you
one.
never. So what's the last thing that you notice, Valero?
Probably temperature or how something feels, kind of like you said. Like I will not notice that I'm walking on any sort of floors. Yeah, that is by far the last thing I'm noticing.
What about
And
you,
then like
John?
if it's too cold or too warm, I probably won't notice that like immediately.
I definitely do notice temperature. Yeah, maybe feel. And really smell probably because I really only notice smell if it's abnormal from what I would expect. So it's not like I notice smell everywhere. It's just that if I'm in a place and I smell something that I wouldn't expect to smell there, then I probably notice it more. Like like if someone had donuts in a, I don't know, if had Krispy Kremes in a jail. Like I wouldn't expect to smell those in a jail.
Like the fresh
Yeah,
scent of yeah, like gourmet coffee
yeah.
in a prison camp.
Or like when we were at gymnastics and these these this kid's parents and they brought like two or three people with them. They all smelled like weed. And they walked past. They all walked. And they walked past us. And I was like, I was in mid sentence talking to Mila, and I stopped and I was like, just I've lost my train of thought. Like I couldn't pick it back up.
Like goddamn.
Yeah, it was that strong. It made
That's
me wonder
funny.
how they even got there.
Yeah, see, I honestly feel like scent like it gives you so much more information that than you would realize. And it's like the type of information that people don't really think about covering up.
It's
And if they
true.
are trying to cover it up, like that gives even more information. Like if I walk into a room and it smells like industrial cleaner, it's like, Okay, well, this room needs to be industrial cleaned, and if it's like not like in like a hospital, if it's just like some random like apartment building, then it's like, oh, well, did something bad happen here, or should I just be happy that they cleaned it this well? Either way, it's like,
Right. It
you
does tell you
know,
something.
yeah.
It gives you
Yeah, that's
evidence
something
of
I
something.
would be very I would be very upset to lose that if I lost my sense of smell somehow.
Yeah, dude, like people with like long COVID symptoms, or like some of them like still can't smell or taste anything. That would be devastating. Uh, I guess losing my sense of smell, it wouldn't be the end of the world.
I feel
But
like it would
like the
affect you more than
taste,
you think.
I need that. Yeah, it would probably affect me like quite a bit, but I think I would be okay. I think I could still be fine for the most part. But that would suck because like yeah, you definitely do need your sense of smell quite a bit. That's like super important.
Yeah, it would be the easiest to, well, yeah, it would be the easiest to lose, I guess.
Like if there's anything wrong with your car, you'd be like, huh, like what's wrong? Like somehow my car just stopped working. Meanwhile, like it was probably like smelling so horrible, like melting itself from the inside out, and you would have known that had you just been able to smell. Like, how are you driving on this? Yeah, I've definitely had my fair share of overheated engines, all in one car actually, but still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
Ford
I mean,
Taurus.
yeah, they're all the senses are important
They
except for taste. Get rid of that one. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
man. Yeah, I would be sad without that one, but I'm not tasting anything when I'm going out unless I'm eating food, that's for sure. Like you just lick the floor as soon as you walk into a building. Mmm, tastes like pedestrian traffic.
Yeah, that'd be pretty gross.
Yeah,
So,
no.
with summer, I'm just completely changing the topic now. The Olympics are coming up. Do you guys care about that at all?
The Olympics.
I'll probably watch.
Vaguely, maybe. Is there any good sports? Do they
Care
have?
I don't know. I would love to know what your favorite event at the Olympics is.
track and field.
That is not specific enough. Which
Okay,
event in track and field?
okay.
Give me one from the track and give me one from field.
Um, okay, javelin and the 800 meter.
Mm.
But
What
I'll watch probably all of them if I just have the time.
if you don't mind me asking, if you all of a sudden were imbued with the strength and I don't know, strategy, confidence, training, whatever, to be an Olympian runner, is that the race that you would choose to run, the 800?
No.
Which one would you choose?
Um, whatever the longest distance race is.
A
I
marathon? Is that even a thing?
it
I
is,
don't
but
know.
it's not on the track though.
So
You would
you want to be
choose
road
that?
running?
No, I wouldn't want to do road running. I just do the longest track and field event, and I think that's
I think that's a 3200?
like a 10. This might be a 10K.
Oh,
I don't know for sure.
That would be ridiculous. Yeah, no, you could not
Which
find
is
me
like
over there.
6 miles, 6.2 longest. I don't know. Longest track and field
Yeah,
race
no, I would
is.
do the 10
Oh,
meter dash.
wait, there's a marathon on the
I'd probably
track?
be pretty good at that.
Oh no, 10,000 meters in the
there's
Olympics.
no way that exists.
Yeah.
No, I think
The
a
shortest is
hundred
60,
meters, a
Huh?
60.
but I think 60 is only indoors.
Yeah, 60's
I
only
might be
indoor.
wrong. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, they don't run the 60 outdoor. And yeah, the 10K is the longest track running event, so 6.2 miles.
They should have like country versus country javelin impaling or something. It's like dodgeball but with javelins.
So all they have to do is just put a target out there, like just put a dummy, like with the other country's flag, and if you like hit it, then like you're good.
Nah, man, I want people like so you can dodge it. Like, what's the point of javelin throwing? Like, they used to throw javelins in like war and stuff like hundreds of years ago, but now they don't. But like, why don't you bring that back instead of like only having the throwing it part? How about you have the whole like actual human competition part where like you have to try and hit someone?
'Cause-
Hmm.
But isn't it just like a
cool.
purely a distance thing? Like it's not even a targeted.
Yeah, but it's hard to do that.
Actually, isn't hasn't someone gotten impaled in the javelin contest like multiple times in the Olympics?
I do not
Not
know.
recently. I mean, in history, probably. Before you look that up, what's your favorite event, Laura?
uh, for Summer Olympics,
Hmm.
I guess isn't soccer in the Olympics?
Hmm.
Yeah, it's soccer for sure. Like hands down, by far.
Okay.
Wait, is that what was they were playing for? No, not today.
No, I guess we do have to talk about that too. Um, no, that was not the Olympics, but the Olympics are also this year. Um, yeah, obviously I would say mine is tennis, but I also do like the track and field. I've been watching the trials in the lead up to it, and they've been pretty interesting. I would say my favorite track event is the 400, and my favorite field event is the hammer throw.
That's a thing. Hammer throwing.
Hmm.
I like
Like, what do you do?
I like
Like, you just
the long jump too, or not long jump, the
Yeah,
triple jump.
yeah.
I like
The
the
jumps
triple.
are cool too.
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
triple jump. Triple jump, high jump. I like watching those.
I guess I don't know why I don't consider the jumps part as field because I feel like they don't use equipment. I consider field using equipment.
Oh my God, I'm sorry. I just looked that javelin throw accident up. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to react like that. Yeah, that has happened.
So they're dead, right?
Oh my God. I don't think so. Like he pulled it out of himself, like after like a moment of it being inside of him. He was like,
That's not
oops. Like
a
it
good
looked like he
idea.
was like, whew. Like that just stabbed me, you guys. Like that happened. Why was he standing there? Okay, I'm just gonna have to link this in the
All
chat
right.
then, so you guys could see this. Holy shit!
All right, best indoor above ground event.
Above ground,
Above, yeah. What do you mean?
indoor.
What do you mean above ground?
I'm trying to eliminate swimming.
Oh, okay.
Although, why don't they do swimming outside? Would that change a lot, do you think?
Yeah, it would.
Why?
The
Because
wind.
of the sun, maybe, or
The
something.
the wind.
Hmm.
The wind.
Yeah,
Jesus Christ. Okay, yeah, I guess
yeah. I mean,
you're in the water, but whatever.
they're shaving like pretty much their whole body that's not covered by a suit just to get tenths of a second. So I wouldn't imagine they'd want wind resistance at all.
I guess so. Summer
I'm
Olympics
just gonna
sports
throw it out
list.
there. I'm looking forward to the premiere of breakdancing at this Olympics. I think that'll be very interesting.
That's hilarious.
And
No
Wait,
way.
that's real?
yeah, that's real.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, so I'm interested to see that. And then I also love all the other racket sports like table tennis, badminton.
I'd
Uh,
watch that. Yeah, either one of those.
and yeah, I'd say those are the main ones.
I'm not a
I think
go ahead.
I'd say that
Recycling.
I feel like it's hard to watch the Olympics in America because they're so biased here. Like they won't really show anything unless an American is competing in it. And we're not good at every single like event or sport, so some of like the more obscure or interesting ones, you really have to like go out of your way to try and watch.
Yeah, I have
Yeah,
a
apparently the
hard time watching
triathlon,
those.
an event.
I have a hard time watching the events that are subjectively judged
Mm,
And
because
it
like
says soccer
gymnastics.
isn't an event.
yeah, gymnastics is tough. Gymnastics is probably the
Oh,
best
never
of
mind.
that bunch. It probably still has its problems, but
Oh,
like
dude,
I it's hard.
men's pommel horse. Add that to one of my favorites lists.
Mm.
Pommel horse?
Yeah, that's where they're like spinning around on just their hands. It's basically
Yeah,
It's breakdancing for
they do some wild
gymnastics.
shit. Yeah, I
But
guess
on a
you're
horse?
No,
a pommel.
it's just what it's called.
Yeah,
It's just a big brick that sticks out of the out of the ground with two handles on it.
it's a
Wait,
horse
they
for
have
pommeling.
roller speed skating?
Yeah, but it's not that good.
Wait, they have
Unless they have
fencing? That's a dude, I should watch that. That would be kind of like that might be
it's
kind of legit.
I don't know. Like I respect some of those sports, but I feel like unless you actually do them, you can't watch it and be excited. Like I've tried watching fencing so many times and like it'll happen so fast and then like one person will be so excited and they'll be like, "Yeah!" And I'm like, that was just like
Like a
like
millisecond
the
of
last
fighting.
yeah, that no, that was like the last 10 times you guys like flicked your swords like all around each other. I don't understand like why this was such an incredible like feat or like I don't get why this is like a like gold medal worthy. So like that's the one part about the Olympics that I I wish I could get better at. Like I could or I wish they would do a better job of letting us know all the events and like what they're about. And
I think they would need someone to like explain the points, and it's hard to do that while it's happening. So they probably give like an overview at the very beginning, like what you're supposed to look for. But past that, unless you know the rules, unless you're watching with someone who knows the rules, then yeah, it's hard to follow.
yeah, I just feel like if it's in the Olympics, then it's like, all right, so we've all agreed that internationally, as a sports body, here is a sport or activity that we think there are enough people in all the countries around the world that it would be a fair competition if we held it. Like if your
Yeah,
sport or event or activity is in the Olympics, that means like that is a human hobby that you can expect to find wherever you decide to settle yourself or your family.
How the fuck did breakdancing make it?
Because
they
that
have
is a hobby
shooting
you
too.
can expect to find in any
Like, what are they gonna judge this on?
how
I
rad
mean,
it
it's
is.
just like figure skating. Like, how do you
Yeah.
judge that?
Yeah,
Like,
I don't understand how that makes it too. Honestly, in a lot of cases, like I don't, I kind of get that one because some of them, like now that one has gone on so long that like certain things are harder than others. Like, so I kind of understand that, but like who's determining in the beginning, like break dancing? Just
Mm,
you could call anything break dancing.
yeah.
they
If I
have
start out
artistic
there,
swimming
if
as
I
one of
just
the sports.
that's actually really hard.
Yeah. They like go upside down and like spin.
Yeah, that's fucking hard.
I would be dead.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a video of them doing that in groups? It's actually crazy. I thought that was crazy too until I saw it and I was like, okay, I understand why that's a sport. I get it.
because they're about to risk they're about to die every single time they get in the water like that.
Yeah. Or like diving. Like that one was another one where I was like, how the hell did they judge this? But then like once I learned what they judge on, then it's like, oh, okay, that makes a little bit more sense.
By the way, so I was watching some of the diving, and maybe you would know this. Um, did you guys have like a diving portion when you did any of like the high school meets for swimming?
Yeah.
So why did was it like high diving?
Not the one that they did, no.
It was just like the plank, whatever.
Yeah.
Damn, that's lame.
Yeah, but I'm assuming they probably don't want to allow unless you're like really good, they probably don't want you to risk your life at a meet. Like if you
Have you
if you jump off like 100-foot one and you hit the water wrong, you're dead.
wait, another random question. So what was your event?
Oh God, I did so many of them because I didn't really have an event. I only did it for 1 year. So I did backstroke, I did butterfly once, I did freestyle a couple times. Yeah, I did a little bit of everything.
What was your favorite then?
Freestyle only because there's less to keep track of.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, what distance? Or was it
Um,
not like that?
I think it was an 800. Was it an 800?
Holy shit. Okay, that's okay.
No,
So
it
that
couldn't have. It
endurance.
couldn't have been that far. No, I think mine was a shorter one. But it was. I remember being on a like in a 2 or 400, and I was on a relay once or twice, and that was hard. Like swimming's hard.
It sure is. I can't even float, so I'll
Yeah,
die.
neither can I. I just
The
sink.
hell were you thinking? I mean, kudos to you, man. I could
To
never, like, never ever in a thousand years. And I
shout
tried to do football.
shout out to oh fuck. Yeah, that's one sport I would never try. No, but shout out to Jim Jens. He's the one that convinced me to do it. He's just
Jim
like, you
Jen.
should just do it. I was like, all right, fuck it.
I remember that guy.
Yeah, me too. Wait,
Yeah.
so did you give one, Valero, favorite indoor above ground? I don't think you
Uh,
did. I just started rambling.
Indoor above ground. Mm, Indoor above ground. Where's that list? I was gonna say shooting, because that's always fun
Mm.
too.
Yeah, I
That's
watched that.
outside, isn't it?
But yeah, that's outside.
Mm,
Wait, where was the Olympics last time? Was it in Russia?
maybe table tennis.
Tokyo.
It
No,
was in
yeah, it was in some kind of pariah state. Maybe China.
Qatar? Oh, Tokyo 2020. It wasn't Tokyo.
Oh, that's
And
Japan. They're not a pariah.
yeah, they're not not anymore. Like, is karate any good to watch? Have you ever seen that?
No, it's not.
I've
They're
s-
covered in like a styrofoam like they look like the Michelin Man.
I'd watch taekwondo before I watched karate.
Oh my God, you said they look
Honestly, I
like the
think
Michelin
Olympic
Man.
boxing is better than like professional boxing.
Oh, they have
Really?
boxing. Okay,
There's
interesting.
there from what I hear, there is nothing real about Olympic boxing. Like apparently all like from at least from the other countries, all of it is rigged.
What?
Oh shit,
Really?
okay.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it's so good.
Oh my God.
They're just out there performing.
Yeah, I remember watching a guy in the Olympics like at least it maybe was like 8 years ago now, so like yeah, 2 Olympics ago. And this guy was like he couldn't even stand up, and the ref was literally helping him up. Like he was standing him up. I was like, how is he still letting the fight go on?
So it can get beat up a little bit
So
more.
he
Yeah,
He
can
has
get
to win,
yeah.
punched
or
He
he has
left,
to
like
make
right,
he
it
like
left.
like,
straightened him up and was like, "You good?" And the guy was just like,
oh my god.
he was just fucking
Oh
swaying.
my God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, table tennis, that would be fun. That's
Yeah.
always fun. Some ping pong.
Yeah. especially at that level, they're very. Some of the shit they do is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So that's what you guys are both going with.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
table tennis.
I can't wait
For
to report back with my favorite obscure athletes that I've just learned about that week and will never remember a month later.
Table
But
tennis.
it's nice,
Oh,
like
you know what else I like?
yeah.
Short track. It's not. I don't think it's a summer sport, but short track speed skating. I think that's the
Mm.
winter. I watched that in
Mm.
the winter. That was pretty good.
Short track speed skating?
Honestly,
What's normal speed skating then? It's on a bigger track, I guess.
I think it's a longer distance.
I would argue that the winter events on a whole are more engaging and exciting than the
Yeah,
summer events.
I agree. Like the ski jump? First off, all the skiing shit and snowboarding stuff is just like, holy shit.
I really don't
Like
It,
it's
understand.
crazy.
I don't understand that one at all. Like
I
who
just
decided that?
the ski
What?
jump.
Yeah. Like to just be
It
out
looks
there
Normally
cool
just
as
like
go
shit.
super.
like
Yeah.
Yeah. Could you imagine? Would you do it?
Dude,
no.
it's wild.
Yeah, that's why it's a sport.
I don't but I
Because
can't
like
I also can't imagine like wanting to be good at that. Like I don't get it.
like where have you ever gone where you've seen a ski jump course? I've never
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
seen that
never.
before. It's like never. Not even in Colorado, I've never seen a jump like that. Like, where do you go to learn that as a kid? Like, oh yeah, like my dad used to take me to the ski jump course and we would just like go off the jump. So then I decided like maybe I should like actually get serious about this and go to the Olympics. I have no idea. Like, how does one get into ski
Mm.
jumping? Like,
They
it was
talk
just
about it.
basically like flying.
They talk about it on the broadcast like it's that simple. It's like, yeah, at his home resort, he started training at the age of 6, and yeah,
Who
he's
would
just
let
been a
their
natural
kid
ever
go
since.
off a
And
fucking
I'm like,
ski jump
yeah,
at
it's really
6?
crazy.
Oh, and I would watch weightlifting. I don't know which if that's summer or
Mm.
winter, but only because I like actually work out somewhat consistently. So like when I see when I see some of the numbers that they're about to lift, immediately like I can feel with that. I can imagine like what that would feel like, and I think to myself like that's bone crushing. Like why? Again, I would never want to be that good at that. Like I would not want. But again,
Don't
kudos to
they?
them.
Don't they very often soil themselves, and that's just like kind of part of it? Like everyone just kind of like,
I've never heard that. That's crazy. I
Oh,
hope not.
wait.
really?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Holy shit! Yeah, I
Yeah,
didn't
like
know
I
that.
think it's pretty common that some of those people in those events, like when they're going for like PRs or world records, like some of them will just like, piss themselves because like you're exerting just so much.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
Bleeding and
Holy
like I
shit.
can and busting like bursting blood vessels. I've definitely seen a lot.
mm,
Ugh, why would you do that?
You're just
to show
trying
that
so
you're
hard.
swole as shit.
Yeah, I don't think they're trying to do it. It just it just happens.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the weightlifting too. I like it, but at the same time I feel like there's not enough nuance to it for me to be like totally invested.
Right, like what is the
And I want to
nuance in
see someone
weightlifting?
do like
The nuance
like
usually.
full like but usually it's just like
Oh,
and then they're like, he got it.
well that exists. That's strongman though, and that's not in the Olympics. So yeah, there is a competition that exists like that though.
They do a full up and down in Olympics. I always see
No,
them
no,
do
no. In
just
strong
like
man. No,
just like as long as you keep it steady with your own weight, let it go down at least a little bit, and then like back up, then you're good. It's like
no, that
not even
exists.
like it's like a fourth of a rep, which is fine, like considering the amount of weight that they're doing.
Yeah, all the ones I've seen. I guess it depends on um, what lift you're looking at, because like some of the lifts are just getting it like above your head, and then some of them
Mm.
are just getting it off the ground. So it depends on what it is. But yeah,
I
like
guess I was
multiple reps, like yeah, that exists, but not in the Olympics. That's like strongman competition stuff.
okay. Yeah, when I was watching the trials for the weightlifting and it was for bench, they were doing like it wasn't full reps, it was just like there were a group of like literally six dudes, like three on each side, like lifting the bar up and then weighing until you're holding it up with your own strength.
Yeah.
And then all you have to do is just like lower it by I couldn't even it was like at least lower than the brackets and then putting it back
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, because no
Yeah.
one no one would be able to lift it off the bar if under their own power. That would
Mhm.
literally break a human being. So yeah, they they
Yeah.
they
Like
definitely
I'm
alter the rules so that it can be more crazy, more of a spectacle for sure.
yeah. Like I'm just too weak to like actually appreciate like what's going on there. But their backs are so arched. I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, like
Yeah,
that
that
guy.
that is pretty wild.
And the funniest part is they come out already so fucking pumped. They're just like their arms like do not come down the whole time.
Yeah, bench Olympics is kind of yeah, it's kind of like I wouldn't watch bench.
But it's
Yeah,
hilarious.
yeah, yeah, I guess.
Have you seen them walk out with their arms like that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God, just T-posed.
Every now and again, I'll watch just like a lifting meet, not at Olympics, but just like where they just do the three major lifts, and those are
Mm,
much more interesting because I feel like I don't know. I feel like in the Olympics they're a little bit more lax because they want to see people attempt to do crazy things for the betterment of the sport. Whereas I feel like at meets it's more like, all right, whoever does this the best with the rules we set up, that's who's gonna win because they know
mm,
most people aren't watching it anyway. Yeah, that's kind of one of those examples of how media can kind of
mm.
transform sports, unfortunately. But yeah, bench in the Olympics, yeah, it's a little weird. Yeah, it's just like, eh. Yeah,
Yeah, then he just starts screaming. I'm like, oh, so he did it then?
yeah,
Like it goes down so little and up so little that it kind of just seems like they're just like holding it
yeah,
after the
for
helpers
sure.
like let go, and then you just have to hold it there for a certain amount of time, and then they bring it back,
Yeah,
which again would make total sense to me.
yeah, but that's why I like watching the other ones, like the clean and jerk or snatch, because they have to get it off the ground, and no one's there with
Mm.
you. Like, so that's more interesting to me. That's like those are the ones that I think about when I think about Olympic lifts, like where
Yeah,
you're just out there by yourself. But yeah, bench. I guess they have to have someone out there with you in bench because if if you drop it, you literally kill yourself. But
I'm sure there's a video of that
yeah,
somewhere.
yeah, I'm sure. But yeah, that was just not interesting to me for the exact reason you said. Like it just
What's the name of the one where the the rig is like you bend down and you hold it on both sides as if you're like trying to pick up all the grocery bags in one trip.
there's a rig on both sides.
You're
No,
trying to
like
pick up
the
all
thing
the grocery
the
bags
like
at
thing
one
that you're
trip.
like trying to lift, it's shaped like as if you're trying to pick up all the grocery bags in one trip on both sides. But so it's like two what is that called?
I have no idea.
I like it's a lower back exercise. It's like you stand in the center of
This is
it.
an Olympic lift
Yeah. Like you stand in the center of this like metal like
of
thing.
the
It's
bar.
like a
Just a bar?
yeah, it's like a hexagon. What's the one with six? A hexagon?
Oh, okay, like a hex bar.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's almost like if you when you put all the
Oh
weights
it
on,
has okay, it has handles on it.
yeah, if you put all the weights on, you could almost like roll it along with it like it's like a
Yeah,
cart.
that's not that is not an Olympic lift. But yeah, I
Oh,
know
it's not.
no, no. I know what you're talking about though.
What about the one with the straight bar and it's in front of you and you like lift it up to your
Yeah, that's
um
just a deadlift. I don't think
okay,
deadlifting.
deadlift. That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about.
Okay.
Yeah, deadlift.
Yeah.
A
No,
deadlift?
I actually do
I thought it was
deadlift.
called unloading the car.
Unloading the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think deadlift is an Olympic lift. I don't think it is.
Yeah, that's what deadlift is. That's unloading the car if you're doing it the proper way. But most people just like bend all the way over with with their back
Yeah, deadlift is not
Unloading the
an Olympic
car.
lift.
because it's too dangerous.
No, I just don't think people even. I don't even know why, because they do basically variations of a deadlift, but like because like if you a clean like the clean and jerk thing, you still have to get it off the ground, but they do it with like hip drive and they jump underneath it. So maybe that's safer. I don't know. But yeah, deadlift
Isn't
is not
clean
in
and
there.
jerk like a what did you just say that thing was called? The thing
What's
with the
that?
hex?
The hex bar?
Yeah, a deadlift. So, okay, so clean and jerk is basically a deadlift turned into an upright. Is that a row?
An overhead press. It's a
Overhead press, yeah.
yeah. It's a
So it's a
deadlift.
deadlift and overhead press in a fluid movement.
Sort of. So you don't really deadlift it. You pull it up. You deadlift it partially to get it up, and then you like jump your body underneath
So
it.
it's a dude. So John's cat, like when he did that,
Uh,
like tried to like give him a high five.
yeah.
Oh, now she
Oh,
did. Hey.
dude, that's so cute.
Yeah, we've practiced that.
You practice that?
Yeah.
That's
This is
so
what she does
cute.
when she wants attention. But she'll
Are
also bite me too, so I have to be very careful.
you gonna give her something? Doesn't she think that she deserves something now?
No, that's not how this works.
You can respect it.
He
Yeah.
said that's not how this works.
This is
Okay,
what
so a clean and jerk is a deadlift into a forward
Yeah.
lunge
Yeah, so you get
into
it
an
under
overhead press.
you. Yeah, you get it under you, you stand up, and then you have time. You don't have to do all it straight up all at once. You can hold it here while you stand up, and then you jump again, spread your feet, and then try to press it over your head and stand all the way up.
That's definitely killed someone.
Probably. I've definitely seen some broken arms from it for sure.
Oh,
Like if it's up there and like you give out in the bar, like
Yeah.
that's it. When it lands, like
Because you're
dude.
supposed to lock your arms out, and that's another reason why I would never fuck with Olympic lifts is because so much of it seems like if you do it perfectly, sure, yeah, it'll work, but if you do it wrong, you're dead.
Hmm.
like, do you want to lift something so heavy that your entire body will
Yeah.
snap in two?
Now deadlift I do because I mean, yeah, if you fuck up a deadlift, you could fuck up your back, but at least I could just drop the weight. Like it's if I'm not dropping it and killing myself.
Mm. Yeah, that pole vault too. I'm just thinking about all the events that could like kill you instantly if everything goes wrong.
Yeah, pole vault could kill you for sure.
Yeah, did you guys watch that video of the guy getting javelin?
Mm.
Mm. Oh, yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, open
It's
that.
it's worth a click. You don't see any blood or anything, and the guy's like still standing up after
Okay, well I guess it was a blunt javelin.
it.
See.
So speaking of Summer Olympics and summer events, and Valero saying that soccer is his favorite, today, uh, we, today Valero and I had like the time and opportunity to like go out and there's like this. So in most major cities and in America, there's like more than 5 ways to travel through public transportation, and you can like do either a bike or the bus or get like taxi slash Uber, rideshare, all that jazz. Um, but one of the newest ones is electric scooters. So, um, last week we also went to there was a festival here for the summer solstice, which I mentioned at the beginning of the episode. So we scootered down there, and it was so invigorating that we decided to do it again today. And while we were out there, we stopped somewhere to get like a little bite to eat, and they had the Copa America tournament on, and we were
Is
able
that
to
what that
watch.
was? Okay.
Yeah, I'm not even exactly sure what the significance of Copa, like, what's the difference between Copa America and Euro 2020? Are these two different things going on at the same time?
I would say so. Copa America? Why would Italy be in that? They're not in America of
Yeah,
any
they
sort.
wouldn't be. So I don't know if it's like just like a huge invitational hosted by the continents of North and South America, because I know
That
that,
could be.
yeah, I don't know. Either way, we were watching a game today between, what was it, Italy and Croatia,
Yeah, yep.
and I think it was the last game of like the group session, and they were getting completely crushed like the entire game. Like literally up until what, the 90 like 7th minute, there's like 8 extra minutes of stoppage time, and like literally in the last second of the game, they came up with this incredible like play. Like someone got the ball like right in front of the goal box penalty. Yeah, the goal box. Like literally as he was getting tackled, made a pass wide out left to a guy like just streaking down the field. Like he didn't have a defender. I guess the guy thought like there's no way this is actually gonna happen. He was like completely by himself, and he hit this incredible like just crazy. Just like I can't even believe it. Like a pure left-footed strike into the right upper 90 of
It was
Croatia's goal.
perfect.
Yeah. If he was like 1 second either earlier or later, Italy wasn't going to the next round. And it was, yeah, it was just like I was like, "Oh, okay. I get
Yeah.
why people are professionals at this sport." Like that's something only a professional would do. Like he was off balance too. Like he was literally like falling to his left while trying to hit a strike to his right. And it was, yeah, it was crazy. And like we had been out scootering around the city and like stopping like other places like probably for like an hour or so, and like we just so happened to stop at this restaurant and be able to see that happen. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I was happy that we got to witness that sporting moment.
Yeah,
And
that was an epic game for sure. Like it they the score was only 1-1. So like Italy just needed to tie it to advance to the next round. And they played
no, it
for
was it was
98
one to
minutes.
zero.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 1-0, and Italy was losing, and they just needed to tie it to get to the next round. And they played for 98 minutes, the full 90 minutes plus 8 minutes overtime, and probably more because I'm sure they had overtime in the first half too. So they played that entire time, probably over 100 minutes, and didn't score until the very last, it was like under 20 or 30 seconds left in stoppage time. So like the ref was like ready. Like no matter what would have happened, like whether the ball went in or they would have stopped the ball, the ref was gonna blow his whistle to end the game, like right then and there. But like the very last kick that could have possibly happened was a kick that went into the goal. And like they didn't even line back up at the midway field and kick it off and then blow the whistle. Like he was just like, no, it's done. Like it's
Yeah.
over. Like dang man, like yeah, that was crazy. Like the
I
entire game they hadn't scored anything until the very last 2 fucking seconds, and like they scored. It was crazy.
like for
Yeah,
even more context on this, like when we got into this place, the commentators were talking about how miserable of an effort in a showing Italy had put on up until
yeah.
that point. They're like, "Oh, yeah, this is in total shambles. Like, really, just a meek effort. Just there's
It's
nothing
like this
here,
is total
nothing here to see."
desperation.
Yeah, they'll be lucky. They'll be lucky to get out of here without their heads. It's like, and it's like, yeah. So they're saying all that, and then literally in the very last play that could ever happen in the game, like they just scored.
Yep,
It was,
and that's all they needed.
yeah, it was
It's just that
crazy.
one
And
score.
and
That
I know
was
you
epic.
the people listening to this can't see it, but and Valero was wearing his Italy like International. like Italy football jersey, and like neither of us even knew that this game was going to be
Yeah.
on today.
I was like, you know
So
what? This seems like this will be a good shirt to go scooting in. And like sure enough, there's an Italy game on and they won. It was perfect. Literally perfect.
yeah, good afternoon, good
I have to go see the
good
highlights.
Yeah,
sports, sports, sports.
you gotta get an electric scooter and just scoot. They don't look that fun, but they're fun.
They are fun. Yeah, so yeah, we did do that. And I'm gonna become a professional racer because all of them are trash and I'm way better.
Yeah, you are like insanely good at scooting. Like you have like a special skill at electric scooting that is like beyond average, I would say. You wouldn't believe it until you see it, people,
But you
but
never
it's
will.
real. Once I learn how to scoot with one hand and take a video with the next hand, maybe.
I've seen people videotape me before, actually.
Really? It's like,
Hmm.
whoa, look at this guy scooting so fast.
No, I think it's because they thought it looked stupid.
It's like, ha, look at this loser going super fast, dodging in and out of everyone and going faster than everyone, getting to his destination quicker than everyone else. Ha!
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yes, but
Like
yeah.
by the time they finish the sentence, you'd already be gone. It's like,
No,
and
I
he's gone.
I really love it. I cannot wait until electric skates become more consumer available. There's only
Holy
like
shit.
one company that's doing it right now. Shout out to Atmosphere. They're a French
Oh,
company. Uh,
electric skates.
but they're still like so like new that they like have cords. Like you have to wear a fanny pack that has like the battery in it, and it
Like the
has cords.
controls.
It has cords like running to the motors in the skates. So it's like it's still pretty
Ooh.
cumbersome. It's not. It hasn't gotten there yet. But when it does, holy shit, I'm never gonna walk again.
What about a Segway? Wait,
Fuck
not a
no.
Segway. What are those things that is like a Segway but without the handlebar? A hoverboard, I guess.
No, that's lame now. That was that was just what do you call it when something is popular but
A fad.
no, worse than that.
Mm,
Worse than a fad. A
Yeah.
passing fancy.
trend.
No, worse than that. I'll think of it after we stop recording because that's usually how it works.
That's funny.
But not quite a disease, but just something stupid that everyone's doing.
A sensation.
No, that's a positive connotation.
A disease.
Mm,
A virus. Scum.
yeah, I don't know.
Scum of the earth.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah, what were we even talking about? Someone's got to remind me. Sorry.
Scooters and scooting. Oh, segways?
how you're never gonna walk again.
No, not a Segway, a hoverboard. That was it.
Yeah, but
What if you had a hoverboard that went 50 miles an hour, though?
Roller. You said when roller skating is more available, and then you named a company that had roller skates.
no, electric roller skates,
Oh,
roller
electric
blades.
roller blades. Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, that would be a sport I would be very interested in joining. But I'm like way too old now. Whenever like e-blading like becomes a thing, holy shit, I'm gonna be so jealous.
E-blading?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Huh. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if I would try that one.
E-blading? Too
Yeah,
fast.
yeah, probably.
But
Like
you
it's
ski.
strapped to your feet.
It's the same thing like you ski.
But like it would be like skiing, but with rockets on the back. Like that's different. Like anytime the propulsion is coming from like a motor, like an energy source. Like with skiing, it's just gravity. Like
Mm.
just like go down a hill, like cut into the snow, and you'll slow yourself down.
Just gravity, like it's the strongest force in the entire universe.
That's true. But I'm
Also,
used to it.
you can't see it if you're listening, but John's gotten like at least 100 high fives from his cat now.
And then she bit me
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
she
she
did. I
bit
didn't
you?
directly after. Yeah, this is why she doesn't get any treats.
That's
At least not for
But
high.
you're,
At
you're
least not for
playing
high
her for a
fiving.
fool.
Yeah.
You're making her play the court jester. She's like, come on.
She came over here asking for this.
hilarious. Yeah,
Okay.
Cookie used to bite me all the time, and then I got another cat, and she never bit me ever again.
Yeah, I think
Actually,
she's
that's not
just
even true.
old and bitter.
I lived with a roommate who had a cat, and then she never bit me ever again.
Mm.
She's like, "Wow, cat teeth hurt." She's like, "I get it now." She's like, "This is why you get so mad at me when I do that." She's like, "I got it, got it."
Yeah.
Yeah, Desi
All
just
right.
wants attention.
Yeah, Cookie was over here just 2 seconds ago, looking for attention too.
I
E-Blade.
think I'm gonna stop it there. You got a nice sporting episode for summer. Um, if you're listening, I hope your country does well. I hope they won lots of medals. Um, and yeah, happy summer to everyone. One last question. I'll ask both of you. Are you either of you planning to watch the presidential debate on
Yeah,
Thursday?
No.
I forgot about that, but yes, yes, I'm glad you reminded me. I'm definitely watching it.
What are your on a scale of we don't I don't actually don't want to talk about this at all, but on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being this is a mistake and a disaster for the country as a whole, and 10 being oh, they should have done this from the very beginning. What are your feelings about this debate happening? John, I'm gonna ask
Uh,
you first.
okay.
0 to 10.
Five, right in the middle. I don't think it matters at all. I think it makes people feel like it matters.
Okay, what about you, Valera?
I would actually also say five, but not because I don't think it matters. It doesn't matter, but that's not why I gave it a five. I gave it a five just because it could go either way. Like it could be impactful for one of them, or it could just not matter at all. So like in hindsight, before it happens, yeah, I'll just give it a five. Just say it's worth a try, but don't expect anything crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna give it a 3. I think I think it'll be an absolute detriment for just the like how the world views America as a whole. I think there will be no winners here in this country. Only people overseas will win.
That's hilarious, and that is true. That's what happens to an America or a country divided. They come in and play it against us.
Yeah, so we'll leave you on that right before our glorious Independence Day week.
That's right.
Uh, oh man. Wow. So yeah, glad that you guys can make it for this episode. Good to record again, but don't expect us back every week. Remember that. Until our summer is over. Uh, so yeah. If you're bored, go join the Olympics.
That's right.
if we
Or
don't
that debate.
if we don't record by the fourth, happy birthday, Milo.
Hell yeah.
Hey, happy
The
birthday.
big ooh, 2, right?
3.
3?
3? Oh God.
Oh my God.
So
3?
2 wasn't even that terrible.
Yeah, that happened quick.
No,
He was
no,
like, "Huh."
yeah, not that bad.
Yeah. There we
Oh
go.
man,
Oh, life. Oh, the time warp. I
dang,
can't
that's
believe it.
crazy.
Yep. All
Wait,
right.
she's turning 3? That's real. Did you say that?
Yeah.
Yes.
3. Oh, okay. Yeah, wow. Jeez, man, that's crazy. Yeah, yeah.
Hell
Time
yeah.
flies.
All right. Happy birthday, Milo. That's a great note to leave on.
Yeah, it's
Happy
perfect.
birthday! Happy
Haha.
birthday! Happy
Yep.
birthday!
Bye
Which
bye.
happy birthday song is like the one she likes the best? Or does she not like any of them?
She just sings the first verse of the normal happy birthday song. Like she doesn't go through the whole song. She just keeps saying happy birthday to you.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy
Happy
birthday to
birthday
you.
to you.
Happy birthday to you. Shout out to Mila.
Hey,
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
All right.
beautiful. Thank you.
Until next time.
so beautiful.
Bye bye.